Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to begin is Richardson. Completing this one to downs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of shotgun, Richardson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
When you can bring quarterbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So that'll bring up 4th down, and that'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. This one, fielded. Out.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And this one does not go far. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Herbert now off the play fake. Tight end making the play there on the corner route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. He finds space into the red zone.
You have to be kidding. Ugh.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Complete over the middle to the big tight end. Big man showing up the yard. They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. He finds McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
That one gains 7. And it brings up an LA first down. Herbert now, blitz coming. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Set. Coming up here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it off into the red zone. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing on first is Herbert. This is reeled in by Edwards. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Throwing now, Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Splits a couple of defenders and complete. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's got it, room to run. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Just 1 quarter remaining. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Running it after the penalty. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. They don't get anything on first, and now they face 2nd and 15. Herbert from the gun. Completed here to Johnston. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. They're set up at the 35 now. Go. Play action now for Herbert. Looking for a target. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Herbert on 1st down. Caught on the left side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It goes as a game. They're set up at the 35 now. On the ground, it's Edwards again. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Sticking with Edwards here. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority. And
the Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the... Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter.
Give me the damn ball.
Really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that being stopped short of the sticks.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick.
I said kick me the ball. I said kick me out. Kick the ball out of bounds.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Up the sideline, past midfield. The bounds on the other. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Will find Mostert out of the backfield. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Tua gives it to Mostert. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. It is 3rd and 10. Now Tua will try to set up the screen to Mostert. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. That is fielded at the 13. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Herbert going to throw on this first play. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. That's Christian Barmore working his way in for the sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw, it's Herbert. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
This will be returnable from his own 15.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Waddle, the motion man right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the gun, it's Tua. Short throw to Smith. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Tua to throw again. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We're back now in KC. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From midfield, here's Tua. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete. He is going to have... Dolphins first down as they're able to... Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The sack by Julius Peppers.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua, short throw to Smith.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
In motion, Hill. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. And he's got the first down before being taken down at 46. 62 yards on the ground. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Pulled in at the 24.